It's my NBA Steph Curry era, and now Blake is going to face Brian and the San Antonio Spurs. A great WCF in the making. Blake, you just took down the highly favored and #1 seed Warriors in the West. How are you feeling going up against Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs?
Feeling great. Went on the road, got
The Knicks, ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage. Coming into the building earlier tonight. Hola, and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. They've got Victor Wembanyama. James is out there with Davis. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Frazier in at the 2. And for the Knicks, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Kobe Bryant, and it's Irving in at the 3. It's that time of the year, everyone. Opening night for these two teams in this new NBA season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in, and we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started.
Wembanyama, the pass to Davis, nails the baby hook.
The feel for the game Wembanyama has is just fantastic. I mean, he reads the movement of the defense and his teammates just so well.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Davis. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
The size and skill combination really puts pressure on the D. Davis so good at using it to his advantage.
Pass to Bryant. Now here's Irving. Here's Duncan. Checked by Davis. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Westbrook taking his time here. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's New York with a rebound.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Knocks it loose. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
New Orleans ball.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Westbrook outside. Connects from downtown.
Well, Russell jumps pretty high on his three-point shot, so tough for smaller guards to challenge it.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Bryant outside, looking to win the run. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Irving. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. On the wing, Bryant. Pass to Duncan. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
Now a timeout called by New York. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Here's Irving. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Knicks trail by 4. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, New York's head coach and I were able to chat. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the score by New Orleans. Bryant with the bucket.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Westbrook. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander.
His touch has left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Now here's Wembanyama. Yet to see a basket. Unloads from 13. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
I love the defensive pressure they created in their last meeting, forcing turnovers and keeping the offense off kilter.
The turnover margin was well within their favor, and you have to point to that ferocious D they played as the biggest factor in that win.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Frazier. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Frazier's got 5 now.
I respect Russell Westbrook's passing ability, something that he's worked hard to become better at.
Bryant outside. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 2. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Stolen by Bryant. He can't get that one to fall. New Orleans in the lead. To the paint. Here's Davis. There's the block.
And Duncan just times that one perfectly. The shooter should never attempt those kind of shots with Timmy roaming the rim.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
New Orleans calls timeout. Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players that just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
Harden against Payton. Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
So it's the Knicks now, after the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Here's Barry, hounded by Tatum. Here's Payton. And that one's good. And the Pelicans lead by 2. New York has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Knocked away. Here's Frazier, covered by Bryant. Payton passes to Frazier. Howard with the ball. Here's Barry. Still no points. 4 on the clock. Nice D from Tatum.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
On the wing, Harden. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Two guys with better handles than James Harden. Really a magician with the rock.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Barry. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Bryant. The teardrop. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And you know how physical Howard is down there. When he's going up with his shot, he is expecting contact.
Payton against Harden. Has to Pettit. Wembanyama with it. Harden picks him up. Here's Wembanyama. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 4-point New Orleans lead.
You're such an elusive cover. The Frenchman Wembanyama is especially hard to stop in transition.
Bryant outside. Pass to Tatum. Takes the 3. Chamberlain. Nice persistence to tip it back in.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Bryant, the pass to Harden. To the inside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Payton. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Frazier. It's tipped. Bryant with it. And it's New York scoring again.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And here's Wembanyama. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
New Orleans shooting their first foul shots of the night. Free throw good, Wembanyama. Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Three-pointer, Harden. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's New Orleans up by 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Victor Wembanyama. He's out there with Dwight Howard, and it's Moncrief in at the 2. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. It's good. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Now, that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Here's Chamberlain, guarded by Howard. Chamberlain passes to Harden. Here's Irving. No good off the glass. The Pelicans lead by 4. Pass to Payton. Here's Havlicek over Irving. Havlicek's shot is off. Here's Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Here's Moncrief. And it's New York with a rebound. Chamberlain's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Irving. And Irving powers it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Moncrief, no good. For New York, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Tatum. Pass to Mullen. Take it away. Here's Moncrief. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Gilgeous-Alexander against Payton. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New Orleans.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And the Pelicans call time here. He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, is that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive.
Now here's Davis. He's got 6. Pass to Havlicek. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here's Havlicek. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And that one's good. Irving.
Good to see Gilgeous-Alexander's playmaking evolving here, wanting to get it to the open teammate.
Here's Payton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
3rd personal foul.
It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, PA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973. So as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Here's Mullen. 6 to shoot. Pass to Chamberlain. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Davis with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Moncrief. Throws it up high. Oh, stolen by Payton. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Now Peyton. 6 points for him. Lets it go from deep. Havlicek's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Mullen, pass to Chamberlain. Here's Mullen. Fires the three. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists here tonight. Pass to Howard. Here's Moncrief. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 7 rebounds in the game.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Duncan. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Well, in that area of the floor, that's where Tim Duncan really shines. He knows how to take care of business from there.
Pass to Peyton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Fourth personal foul.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
New York making a switch here. Bryant's checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Knicks keep it alive. Here's Chamberlain. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and plunge it down the floor.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Havlicek. Shoots over Bryant. Havlicek's shot is off. Bryant outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Bryant. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Rebounded by New Orleans. Howard's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Barry. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Havlicek passes to Peyton. Down low. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Bryant. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Outside Peyton. Back to Davis. AD stretching the floor.
You can see the work Davis has put in to make sure that that 3-ball continues to be a part of his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mullen. And that's going to be a travel.
New Orleans ball.
And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blocker. Victor Wembanyama, number 1. The 4th spot held by Anthony Davis.
The way these two guys patrol the floor, it's impressive. It changes how the offense attacks, especially inside.
LeBron, he's checked in for New Orleans.
2 minutes.
Westbrook comes in for Peyton.
Timeout.
Timeout called. The Pelicans.
On your feet, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Dagger.
Tatum, he's checked in for New York. James Harden comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
For your Knicks.
All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Here's Havlicek, covered by Bryant, and there's James from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. James has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, instead of playing through LeBron, that time they set him up.
Harden surveying the D. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. We've got 1:28 left to play in the second quarter.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Pettit. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Pettit's got 5 points.
Well, Harden in sync with his teammates, and he's looking to create whenever he can.
Westbrook, the pass to Havlicek. Now, here's Howard. Defense right on him. To the left side wing. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Pettit. New York has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Westbrook against Harden. Counted. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Can you say he wanted it more?
Pass to Howard. Here's Barry. Back to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Westbrook against Harden. He shoots. That one off the back iron and out. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's New Orleans up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And your next City Kid.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie, a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity, particularly on the offense.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither. Their opponent.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. New York trailing. Kobe Bryant is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Duncan in at the force line. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Oh, nice shot by Bryant. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Pass to Frazier. Stolen by Bryant. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Pounded by Westbrook. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Westbrook, the pass to Davis. Poke loose. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to...
Oh, AD! An easy target on the lob.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Irving. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Yeah, a 4th turnover there. That's just a rough, sloppy game.
Here's Frazier, covered by Bryant. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Frazier shot is off. Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. Here's Duncan. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Davis. Wembanyama finds Westbrook. Here's James on the wing. Westbrook outside. Pass to James. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Davis, the pass to Frazier. Back to Davis. Davis just merciless inside.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Pass to Duncan. Bryant outside. The ball's knocked loose. To the middle. And the basket by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5.
Yeah, you're not going to hold Russell Westbrook back when he gets to the inside. He fights for that shot.
And here is Irving. Over James. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. 10 points for him.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Frazier with the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Pass to Duncan. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, covered by Wembanyama. The 17-footer. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's Frazier. Now Wembanyama, covered by Bryant. Oh, too much length from Wemby. Knicks trail by 6. Now a timeout called by New York. You got to like what Anthony Davis has done in this game.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Section gets yessir lost their way. Let me hear you.
All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. In third, the Pelicans.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Duncan. Inside. Pass to Frazier. Now here's Davis. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
He was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy, and he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
6 on the shot clock. Here's James. It's rebounded by New York. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Duncan. And the layup is good. Duncan's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Frazier. To the inside. Davis. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Keeping that ball absolutely on the string. Gilgeous-Alexander capable of getting creative.
Here's Frazier. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Duncan. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, covered by Wembanyama. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, stolen by Wembanyama. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. James can't get it to go.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Duncan. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Well, if you don't box out the big fundamental, you're going to have a fundamental problem.
Frazier. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
James up top. Gets an open look and hits it. James has got 10 points.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Harden, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Tatum.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Pass to Westbrook. Here's Moncrief. Back to Wembanyama. It's James on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal.
And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break. We got a breakdown showing the average of 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Pelicans.
And they've really been letting it fly from deep. You see more and more teams doing this in today's NBA, given the league's increased focus on perimeter shooting.
Pass to Mullen. Fires from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Victor was right to get aggressive inside, and he earned the foul call.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
No debate there. He got hammered.
It's his first trip to the line. The Pelicans making a switch here. Howard's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. The Pelicans lead by 3. Havlicek passes to Moncrief. Payton with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Barry. Now here is Howard. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Barry.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Up top, Harden. Guarded by Payton. Deflects the pass. Shoots over Harden. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Probably better off passing on that shot with him all in his face.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Abdul-Jabbar has gotten 4 this quarter.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Here's Howard, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Been really strong at the line since the break.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That one's off.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard. A physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Pass to Mullen. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And with plenty of time left, that's his 4th foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
Moncrief, the pass to Havlicek. Yep, that one's good. Havlicek's got his 2nd bucket on the night. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Pettit. Outside Tatum. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes a first.
Jason Tatum at the line, 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails both of them. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. It's New Orleans up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So the Pelicans 5 right now. James is out there with Dwight Howard. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Barry in at the small forward position.
And getting to the line at will, James using his smarts these days to draw those kind of shooting fouls.
LeBron James.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And collectively, as the game has progressed, they've been shooting really well from the charity stripe.
Pass to Tatum, right wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Duncan. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket by Westbrook. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
And Russell doing a great job just reading the floor that time. And knocks down a mid-range jumper.
On the wing, Tatum. Outside Harden. There's the 3. He buries it from 3.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Dwight Howard picks one up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line, 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Pass to Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's Barry. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Knicks trail by 6. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Irving's checked in for New York. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
Pass to Frazier.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Second personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
Walt Frazier at the line.
And so he hits both. For New York, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim. Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And there's the lob. Oh, go up and go get it, Wemby.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
It's your Knicks City.
Bryant, he's checked in for Harden. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thanks for that, Allie. To the right side. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And that one's good. Irving.
Collecting plenty of second chance points this half. That alone can keep a team in a game.
Here's Frazier, covered by Bryant. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And they'll get another chance.
Superb D from Gilgeous-Alexander, using his length to wipe away the shot.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Walt Frazier.
He hits the second from the line.
Now, even with one miss, he stretched this out to a 2-possession game.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Here's Westbrook. And it's New York with a rebound. Down low to tie it up. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Westbrook against Gilgeous-Alexander. Westbrook, the pass to Wembanyama. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 11 rebounds in the game. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
To take the lead. Here's Duncan. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
They're playing a lot more aggressively on the offensive boards in the second half, racking up a ton of second chance points. This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for New York. Bryant outside, from outside the arc, and the Knicks, another 3.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Pelicans trail by 3, outside Wembanyama. Frazier, shot is off.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Bryant. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. The Pelicans have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Bryant outside from downtown. They grabbed their own miss.
The officials were right on top of that.
Rick Barry.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for New York.
Yeah, all game long, they had great energy, leading to ample second chance opportunities, and they converted.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Who wants a t-shirt? Get on your feet. Make some.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
And here's Westbrook. Left side, Davis. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. Here's Irving. And Havlicek pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 3. Wembanyama down low. Pass to Frazier. And here's Westbrook. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Bryant. Here's Irving. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Outside for Davis. Here's Havlicek. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Bryant, left side. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. New Orleans calls timeout.
Timeout, New Orleans. On your feet, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Dancers.
New York on D. Westbrook outside. Here's Havlicek. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Wembanyama. With the fadeaway. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now. Now Bryant. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
An impactful defensive presence. AD is outstanding at coming up with blocks.
Throw it down on the lob.
Well, AD defining the word clutch on that one. Huge shot there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Westbrook against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Westbrook. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, not enough to slow down Wembanyama.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And SGA is used to bearing these kind of big-time shots. Just an outstanding leader for this team.
Out to the right wing. Havlicek passes to Davis. Here's Frazier, covered by Bryant. And it's rejected. To the middle. Stolen by Davis. Left side, Wembanyama. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
It's hauled in by New Orleans. Now Westbrook to tie it up. That one doesn't drop.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Bryant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Kobe Bryant.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Here's Frazier, covered by Bryant. Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
It's a certain mindset right now to want the ball at the end of games, and Westbrook has it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. And the Pelicans call time here. They're trailing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
Westbrook, the pass to Frazier. Here's Davis. The rebound by Duncan. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander at the line.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Leaving this one out of reach.
Pass to Davis. Here's Havlicek. And again, New Orleans no good. And so it's New York winning this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
They're happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everybody.